All right, guys. So, right off the bat, the message here that I'm getting is that your masculine is not going to reach out until they feel you forgiving them, okay? They need to feel that energy of forgiveness coming through from the divine feminines. And if the energy of forgiveness is not felt, what it's going to feel like for the divine masculines is that, and I'm seeing 919 on a license plate as it drives by. So look up the angel number 919 in regards to this message. But what it's going to feel like for your divine masculines is that, like they're going to get rejected if they reach out. So they won't reach out if you're not practicing that energy of like forgiveness or opening up your heart. Okay, so we'll dive right into some of the cards here. I'm going to start off this reading by pulling some angel guidance for the divine feminine. Okay, all that and more coming up on this reading, guys. Hey guys, what's going on? Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading here, hanging with my sidekick, Salsy Beeves. We are bringing you some mega good vibes for this reading, okay? So the energy in the reading here is that a lot of your masculines, they want to reach out, they want to communicate, okay? A good sign of this is sensual energy will be returning to you, divine feminine. Many of you could have been celibate for a really long time, and when I say celibate, guys, I also mean that you have not been like self-pleasuring, okay? So even right down to you haven't been self-pleasuring, okay? Like that is also a sign of just like the energy has been a little bit like fried between you two. And so many of you, I feel like a key thing that happens in the connection between you both is the sensual energy returns to the divine feminine. So I want to start off with the angel cards here because what I want to do is I want to draw a message for the divine feminine in regards to opening up your heart again, okay? So what does the angels have to say to you in terms of giving you divine guidance right now? All right, so I'm going to cut it in half here. So we have indigo and crystal children here coming up. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive, okay? The major message here that I'm getting, divine feminine, oh gosh, don't push me so na gyal. Me pushing my panting and you reading for. Eh? All right. So the major message here that I get, guys, is this is about inner child healing for your divine masculine, okay? And this message isn't going to resonate for everyone. I feel like the readings that are going to be coming up on the channel are for twin flames who are going to be experiencing another cycle together, okay? There's so much more to discover and to learn about one another. I feel like some major transformations have happened. And then there's that kind of stagnant energy again, but it's picking up again, okay? Like, mark my words, guys, as soon as fall hits, things are going to start picking up again, and I can already feel it with many of you, okay? Again, if you're in the divine feminine energy, without a doubt, you're going to feel that sensuality for your masculine creeping back in, okay? And this all has to do with like inner child healing for you both, okay? It says you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. There's been a lot of like inner child triggering and wounding that's appeared in like the separation between you both. And I feel like if you open up your heart to this divine masculine, it's like helping them to heal a part of their inner child that says they're lovable. They're lovable no matter what. Okay? And this is not going to be for those of you who've experienced loads of toxic stuff and like you guys want to come in the comments about X, Y, and Z. Like those of you who this message is meant for, you're going to know. Okay? You're going to know because you most likely like would have not experienced a lot of like toxicity in your connection. Like, yes, there are challenges on your twin flame journey, but ultimately the energy from your masculines is like they would never intentionally do things to hurt you, okay? It's just more of this natural push and pull between you both, okay? I hope I'm being very clear in this message, guys, just because, like I don't want anybody getting up in the comments about, what do you mean no matter what, and you have to draw a bound, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. This is two twin flames who know that they are here with one another, side by side, doing this journey, and both can intuitively feel when they're getting ready to reunite again, to come into union. And this union is going to be very, it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very fulfilling. And the reason I feel that is because you're sending off this energy to your masculine of forgiveness. I see you. I see where your hurt is coming from. I see where your pain is coming from. And you're lovable. You deserve love. Okay, that's the energy that I feel like many of the divine feminines are going to be sending out. And you are doing something to help your masculine heal that inner part of themselves. Okay, they need forgiveness right now. And I feel too like many of you need forgiveness with yourselves, okay? Because I feel like those of you who's going to resonate with this reading, as soon as the energy starts aligning, many of you are going to be practicing forgiveness, because you'll get flashes of intuitive hits where you two have mirrored each other's pain, right? So if you're distant from your masculine because of something they did, they ghosted for whatever reason, what's going to happen is the universe will show you a time in your connection where you might have done that exact same thing without ever realizing it, and it's going to come into to play. Like, I'll give you guys an example, okay? So for many of you, you may have divine masculines who are off in other connections because maybe when they first met you, divine feminine, you were not available. Maybe you were tied to another person. Maybe you were tied to another relationship. Okay, and now that they are off on their own journey and things have maybe shifted or ended for you, it's like watching the divine masculine go off on their own journey. They're now experiencing things that you have also experienced on your path. Okay, and it's like a message for those of you who are, it's like one of you is in a relationship, and then the other is there waiting, but you can't. And then the minute you get out of that relationship, it's too late because they're already in another relationship. And I know there's many, many, many of you out there who are in that dynamic, because I've done tons of personal readings with you guys in that specific dynamic. And so, what I'm here to, I guess, say to many of the feminines who may be tuned in or resonating with this reading, as weird and specific as it is that, you two have both taken your turns at giving each other soul lessons on this journey. And now I feel like the universe is trying to say to you both, it is time for healing. It is time for forgiveness. And it's time to remember why you're on this twin flame journey. Okay. And another message I've been getting really strongly is that, there's those of us who go on this twin flame journey, and because it doesn't work out with the divine masculine, it's like we kind of like a cat hissing, like when the twin flame journey comes up, you're like, for me personally, guys, like I'm on this twin flame journey, like whether it works out with my masculine or not, like I am on this twin flame journey, because aside from my divine masculine and the connection with him, there's also another big part of me that, that feels like, man, like beside the romance and like the whole relationship thing, like I have gained so many beautiful gifts, like out of the connection. I've gained so many beautiful insights, and I've met a wonderful community of people, and my life has changed and shifted so drastically because of this journey. So I feel like for many of you, you're going to have that epiphany and that realization as well, that it's like, you're constantly reminded of this twin flame journey and why it is you're on it, and like what it's teaching you both. And anyways, now I feel like the universe is trying to say to you both, that period of like distance and separation, stagnancy, it is complete. It's over. You two will be coming together again. Okay, so let's see what you two are going to be experiencing when you do come into union. What's the energy going to be like? So we have express your love. Okay, so go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, and I feel like that romantic gesture is forgiveness. It's opening up your heart again to the love, to the journey, like to the fact that it's like, yeah, you both are twin flames, and as annoying as the push and pull can be, it's part of the process. If you guys can often remember, this is something that you've chosen. It's something that you've chosen to do. It's a journey that you're meant to go on. then I think that it's easier to make that romantic gesture and realize that there's no blocking out this connection, guys. And it's like, I feel like many of us experience the most confusion and pain and uncomfortability on this journey when we try to deny it or we try to block it. Okay, and that is why I tell you guys, even if it, like, I know if things aren't working with the divine masculine, it can be triggering, but don't let that take away from the fact that you're on a twin flame journey, because there's still so many things on your own individual path that you're experiencing and you're being blessed with, and you're getting information and knowledge, and you're learning how to connect with your heart space and how to take risks and how to see the life by taking off the 3D glasses and seeing deeper and deeper into the layers. All of these are gifts that we've been given. If it wasn't for our twin flame, I think many of us would still be living on autopilot, right? So, you know, I feel like it's a period of being grateful for your masculines. I feel like they need that energy to be sent out. Feeling grateful for the divine masculines at this time. Okay, what are some more things that you two need to be reminded of at this time in terms of like the masculines coming forward to express their love, and the divine feminines, you know, making that romantic gesture as well, and being open to your masculines expressing their love? What else do you guys need to know? Aw, give your relationship a chance, okay? So it's definitely positive insights here coming through for the divine feminine. So if many of you are like, okay, how do I open up my heart? You know, it really does, you know, I'm not telling anybody to go and like take any particular action or reach out or whatever. All I'm saying is like, it's an energetic thing. Like if you think about your divine masculine and you still feel past hurts and pains coming up and you just get annoyed, you get irritated, it's like maybe you have them unblocked, and then just thinking about them, you're just like, you go and you block their ass again, you know? It's like certain things like that you guys have to practice. Like the thought has to come up, the feeling has to come up, and it's like you have to practice letting go, you know, being able to forgive, realizing that you two have married each other many, many times before, and I can guarantee you that if many of you are upset with them for a particular thing, there has been a time in your connection where you have also done things, you know, towards your masculine, maybe said something, acted in a certain way, even right down to the act of blocking them after an intense argument. You know, they feel it too. They feel that hurt as well. So, you know, I feel like this is a message for many of you who it's found. Like, I feel like this reading will only find those of you it's meant to find just based off of the title, which I'll try to be very specific with. But you're being called to open up your heart again, okay? And opening up your heart means forgiving. A good indication that you should do this is if you do, at the end of the day, still hold space for this divine masculine. There's no shame in that. You don't have to answer to anybody. You're a grown-ass woman or man, right? If you decide that, okay, you know what, it's time for a change, it's time for a shift, you know, go ahead and do that. But feel out the energy first. Decide what it is you want to do. You know, it doesn't make sense, you know, kind of throwing yourself into many different directions when at the end of the day, like, you got to tap into that heart space. It's like, wait a second, without all of the readings and the static and the input and asking people's opinions, like, how do I feel? How do I feel at the end of the day? And if on a true twin flame journey, I can guarantee you, like, almost like 99% of the time, you're going to say, damn, like, I love this person, I care for them. And I feel like many of you, by giving this relationship a chance, it doesn't mean, oh yeah, like, we're going to go and connect and jump into a physical relationship. I think it just means to give that twin flame energy a chance to thrive in your life, to breathe in your life. Like, don't just shut off this whole twin flame thing, my person this, my person that, especially if you know, like, you know, 3 days later, you're watching a reading on their energy, right? It's like, I feel like it's time to be honest with ourselves right now. And if many of us are being honest, you know, it's like you're being gently nudged in the direction of giving this another chance so that your person can come together and express their love. And many of you, again, with Indigo and Crystal Children, you signed up for this journey, okay? You signed up to help one another heal. And by helping one another heal, that exact energy is going to, you know, kind of like manifest out into the universe, into the people around you. It'll shift things in your own life, in your own perspective. Like, a lot of people have their eyes on you as well, whoever this reading is for. Okay, a lot of people see the changes that both masculine and feminine are going through. And although people may not approve of your connection, time and time again, I feel like it's proving people wrong. It's like they don't approve of it, but why do so many beautiful things end up coming out of it? You know? So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. You guys take it easy, and me and this little sidekick, Saucy Bees, will catch you in the next one, okay? All right, bye, guys.